Hey guys, it's me again, the Unique Goddess, and I'm back with another pick a card reading. Alright, so before I get started today, I just wanted to send a special shout out to all of my regular subscribers. Thank you so much for supporting my channel. Thank you to all of my consistent viewers who always come to my channel every time I post a video and they support it by watching, by liking, or even by commenting. Thank you so much for your support. It really means a lot to me. It doesn't go unnoticed, and I truly, truly appreciate you all. Thank you so much. Okay, so the topic that I have chosen to go with for today is, what do people love about you? And by people, we mean anyone, friends, family, strangers. Just what do people love about you, okay? Even your significant other, okay? All right. And we do have 3 different piles to choose from as usual. And today they are represented by 3 different little animal figures, okay? So pile 1, you will be this turquoise turtle, okay? Just a regular turquoise turtle. So if you resonate with this little fella, then you will choose pile 1. Pile 2 is represented by this I don't know if it's a teddy bear. Could be a teddy bear. Yeah, I think it's a teddy bear. Or it could be a monkey, actually. It has a little swirly tail. It's a teddy bear or a monkey. I'm not sure. Maybe a little monkey teddy bear. But it's yellow and it's cute. It's so cute. It's got a big head, which I love. I love things that have big heads and like these little ears sticking out. Yeah, I definitely think it's a monkey, actually. The ears are here instead of at the top of the head like a teddy bear would be. And it's got the little swirly tail, which usually teddy bears have like a little puffy tail. So yeah, this is a little yellow monkey and it has a little bow tie on it and it's so cute. So if you resonate with this little fella here, then you will be pile 2, okay? And pile 3 is another turtle, except this one is orange, okay? So if you, oops, I'm so sorry. Sorry, little guy. Okay, if you resonate with this cute little orange turtle, then pile 3 will be your pile, okay? So as usual, choose your pile or piles, and I will definitely be back to deliver your individual reading. Alright, so for those of you who have chosen pile 1 and the turquoise turtle, then this will be your reading. Alright, so as mentioned in today's intro, the topic is, what do people love about you? So we're going to be using the cards to figure out just that, okay? Just let me shuffle this first deck here. Okay, alright, so Spirit, help me tap into the energies of the cards to please let us know, what do people love about pile 1? What do people love about pile 1, whether it be physically or about their personality? What do people just love about our pile 1 viewers? Please let us know with these cards, Spirit. What do people love about pile 1? People love about pile 1. All right, here we go. So it says goal setting, okay? So definitely it seems like you're a person who sets goals and you definitely go about accomplishing them, okay? You could be a fire sign, okay? Because they're known for that type of energy. But anyone could have those characteristics, right? But fire signs, particularly Sagittarius, in my opinion, are very known for setting goals, but not only setting goals, but also going after them, okay? Actually achieving them, okay? Because a lot of people set goals, but not everyone works towards achieving them. You know, people procrastinate and they let other things get in the way. But it seems like you're very goal oriented, and once you have your mind made up about something, you pursue it, okay? You could also be an air sign. I don't know if I mentioned that. You could also be an air sign as well. But as I mentioned, you could be any sign, okay? It's just those are the signs to me that usually have that type of energy, okay? So that's what people love about you. And I feel like with this energy, with this type of energy, a lot of people or certain people might like to be around you because you perhaps help them to encourage their own goals, okay? Because I know myself, sometimes when I'm lagging or when I'm procrastinating or something, I like to affiliate myself with others who are known to be goal setters or goal achievers, because it actually helps me to better accomplish my own goals, okay? So that's one thing that people love about you, Pal One. We have jar of dreams, okay? So yeah, you're a dreamer. You have a huge jar of dreams, but you don't just let them sit there. You actually work towards accomplishing them, okay? And then sacrifices, okay? So you're someone who is known to make sacrifices, or the right sacrifices, of course, in order to get your goals accomplished, okay? Anything else from this deck, Spirit, that you wanted to let us know about what people love about Pal One? Is there anything else? Let's see. I'm also getting a sense that you're very individualistic. You're not, it says the journey. Wow, there's a lot here. And it says confessions, connect with nature, every step counts. There's always a way. There's a lot here. I'm not going to take all of these. And then it says, be open to receiving. So yeah, you're kind of like a free spirit. You don't rely on others too much. You're very independent. And like kind of like you march to the beat of your own drum. Okay? You're very individualistic. I think I said that. And you're unique, or there's something that stands out about you, okay? Because I'm just looking at her pink hair, and pink hair, although it's gained more popularity within the last, I would say, decade or so, but pink hair is still not conventional. So I think that like you're kind of eccentric, you're unique, you're not very conventional, you're not like other people, basically. Big changes, okay? So I feel like you inspire change, not just in your life, but in other people's lives as well. And that's what people love about you. And I feel like people love to be around you because of your energy, okay? People like to affiliate themselves with you so that they can get a little bit of that energy that you have, okay? I also feel like you're someone who's been through a lot, okay? Maybe you didn't have the best childhood, okay? This may not resonate for everyone, but I'm just getting a sense like maybe foster home. Maybe at least one of you guys watching was in a foster home or in foster homes. And that's what caused you to be very just individual, you know, you're just independent. Okay, again, sacrifices. This card wanted to come up earlier. Okay, so we've got sacrifices. Tell it like it is. Okay, yes, you're an honest person. You tell it like it is. You kind of have like a fearlessness about you. Okay, and that's what people love about you. Okay, but yes, you have made sacrifices. You have had like a hard life. You've had things that you've had to learn from. You've had things that were taken from you, stolen from you. You've had days where you've had to go without. You've had people betray you, you know, and it just made you a stronger person. Okay, you learned to just depend on yourself all the more, and it just made you a stronger person. Okay, and yet you tell it like it is. You're honest. You're fearless. You don't care about like you don't care about, I don't want to say you don't care about hurting people's feelings. It's not that you don't care about hurting people's feelings. It's just that you don't care about like the rules and you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Like I guess you can say constructs of society. That's what I'm hearing. So yeah, you tell it like it is. And you see how she has all these different mics in front of her? People actually care about your opinion. People value your opinion. People come to you for actual input or advice because they actually care about your opinion. Okay? And then take action. Yes, exactly. So very much like this one here. Not only do you set goals, but you take action in achieving or accomplishing them. Okay, and I do believe that you're a very active, busy person. Like for instance, you may have multiple jobs. Okay, if you don't have multiple jobs, then you have other things that you do outside of work. Okay, and I do feel like you have like many responsibilities. Okay, so like maybe you have children or a child that you also have to take care of, and I'm just getting a sense that a lot of people wonder like how do they do it? How does he or she do it? I believe that you're a female, but you could be a male, you know, it really doesn't matter here. Okay, but I just feel like a lot of people wonder like where do they get the time? Where does One get the time? How do they do it? Okay, because you're very busy, you're very active, and I feel like you even have like extracurricular things that you do outside of work as like a hobby. Like for instance, we see her dancing here, so you could take up like a dance class for instance, you know, as a hobby, or maybe for fitness. Maybe you go to the gym. I just feel like you're just a very busy person, and I feel like you do a lot of things that you want to do. You invest in yourself. Okay, you do a lot of things that you want to do. You don't just, you know, like most people, you know, after work they go home and that's it. But you make the best out of your time. Like you really seize the day, seize the moment. You make the best out of your time because, you know, your philosophy is like, you know, you only live once, and I'm just gonna make the best out of my time while I'm here. I'm gonna learn as much as I can. I'm gonna do as much as I can. I'm not gonna care about what people think. I'm just gonna live my life. And I like your philosophy is like you want to die happy. You want to die happy. You want to die satisfied. You want to die content. And so you do what you want. Okay. This one says unconscious games. Okay, so I think that you don't really care about people playing games. Okay, because you've heard it all before. You've been there, done that. You don't really care. Okay, let's get into the other deck here. All right, let me just separate this deck. Okay, and then one more time. Okay. All right, so Spirit, help me tap into Pile 1's energy. All right, it says harvest, okay? Abol Nimba, harvest, okay? And we see another woman here dancing, okay? So again, you may be into dancing. You may take up a dance class. Some of you guys may be choreographers. Maybe even if you don't do it professionally, maybe you just love dancing and making up different dance routines, okay? And then it says harvest. So I just feel like you're a very happy person. I feel like you're very grateful as well. I feel like you have a lot of things in your life to be grateful for, and you're very grateful. And also when it comes to this harvest card, you have good karma. Okay, definitely you have good karma, and or shall I call it dharma? But yeah, you have it's good, okay? Whether it be karma or dharma, it's good, okay? Meaning that you know, you reap what you sow. And so in your life, you haven't sown any bad fruit or bad crops, so you're reaping a good harvest right now in your life, okay? You're happy, you're joyful, you have this energy about you. And another thing I was going to say is that you're good with money, okay? I feel like you're good with money. You're good at saving, okay? I feel like you're very resourceful, okay? Like you know how to make things, okay, from scratch. Even like if you cook food or something like that, I feel like you're good at cooking, okay? And you may make your own clothes. Like you have a style about you. I think you love music, okay? I think you love like maybe singing and dancing, okay? And yeah, that's what people love about you. You just have vibrant energy. You're the life of the party wherever you go, you know, and you're just not afraid to live out loud, okay? We've got scarcity, Sukayant, okay? And then we have Satira, brazen, which is another woman dancing, okay? So yeah, you're not afraid. You're not afraid to live out loud. You're not afraid to be yourself. You know, colorful, bright, vibrant personality is what you are, what you have. And like I said, you're good with money. I feel like you're very stable. I feel like you have saved money in your life, and now you're just reaping the rewards of all your savings, okay? And on top of that, I feel like you're very generous, okay? Not too generous, okay? I feel like there's a cautious side to you as well when it comes to dealing with people, because you've been hurt by people before, but you are generous, you're kind-hearted. And there was something else I was gonna say. Oh my God, what is it? What is it? Okay, maybe okay. If it's meant to be, it'll come back, okay? And then yeah, the Sukoyant, scarcity. Some people are wishing that they saw more of you, because sometimes you have your times where you hibernate. You have your times where you go inside and you just disappear, or sometimes you just don't answer your phones. Like you have your down times, and people don't like that. People want to see you all the time, okay? Yeah, and I'm getting Leo vibes from this card, so you could be a Leo, but you could also be an earth sign as well, okay? But yeah, I was gonna say like you're very stable, okay? Yeah, I totally forgot my frame of thought there. But yeah, like I said, if it was meant to be, it's gonna come back. But yeah, people, they just want to see you all the time, okay? They don't want you to take your sunshine away, okay? It's like, because it's like your energy is like the sun. It's like the bright sun. And you know when the sun goes out, you know, in the summertime when the sun's nice and bright, everybody wants to go outside with it. Everybody wants to go outside and enjoy the sunshine. So that's like your energy, okay? We have feeling safe, okay? Let me just check to see if this was meant to be reversed. Okay, it came out reversed. All right. So feeling safe came out in the reverse, okay? So this makes me think that, you know, once again, leads me to that thought of what I said before about, like, you're someone, you've been hurt by people in the past. You really have. Okay, you've been hurt by people in the past, and I think that sometimes you still have moments where you're dealing with the trauma and PTSD of that. Sometimes you still have those moments where you're still coping, you're still dealing. I feel like particularly you've been falsely accused in the past by someone or by people. Okay, maybe there were some rumors spread about you that weren't true, and maybe, you know, people believed it, and maybe it tarnished your reputation, and you're still hurt by it. Okay, so yeah, there are some moments where you don't feel safe. There are some moments where you don't trust people. There are some moments where you don't open up to people, and there are some moments where you don't want to share your light. Okay, there are some moments where you just want to keep to yourself. There are some moments where you just don't like people. Let's just put it that way. Okay, like I said, there are some moments where you like to stay inside the house. You don't always like to go outside all the time. Sometimes you don't answer your phone. People don't like that, you know, but it's because you know, you've been hurt. You've been hurt. You've been betrayed, you've been lied on, you've been falsely accused, you've perhaps been stolen from, you've been talked about, you've experienced those things, okay? And like I said, not always, but sometimes you still get, like, sometimes you're still dealing with the effects of those things that happened to you in the past, and that's okay. That is okay, right? That's totally fine. I think people are understanding that, okay? We've got celestial alignment. So yes, once again, we see all the colors. So you do have a very vibrant personality. I feel like you're someone who loves nature. Perhaps you have a pet, or maybe more than one pet, but you have at least one pet, I believe, here. And I feel like you love plants and flowers. Maybe you have a garden. Again, I see that you love music, okay? And like I said, maybe you make your own clothes. Like, maybe you know how to sew, or maybe you learned how to sew. Okay, I'm getting a sense that maybe some of you watching this pile, maybe like you've sewed your own curtains or something like that, you know? But yeah, and you like to share. You like to share your knowledge. You like to share things with others, okay? And the other bottom of the deck is Gang Sarah, resistance, okay? So yeah, there's a magical quality about you, okay? Yeah, both of these two women here were said to be witches from the Caribbean. So, and when I say witch, definitely I do not mean that in a negative sense, okay? Because I personally do not believe that all witches are evil, okay? Magic in itself is not evil, okay? It's who's working the magic, and their intent behind it is what makes it evil, okay? So just because you work magic doesn't mean you're evil. But yeah, a lot of people may think that you are a witch, you know, in a good sense, because remember, we're talking about what do people love about you, okay? So if you are a witch, they love that, okay? They love the fact that you're able to come up with, like, I think maybe you give people advice, okay? Kind of like a homeopathic doctor. You give people advice about different herbs, different plants, different oils, things like that they can use, okay? You give like different remedies. People go to you for those things, okay? Yeah, and that's what they love about you, okay? Let me just read up what it says about the Gang Sarah. I know her story, but I just want to see if anything jumps out at me. Okay, let me see here. Okay, so it says, you ghost your own dreams and resist your own magic. Stop holding back, worrying and pretending to seek perfection that will never come. When it comes to you, stop when it comes to you stepping into your greatness, resistance keeps you stuck. Resistance blocks growth, creativity, and evolution. Resistance may look like procrastination, laziness, disorganization, excuses, or lack of motivation, but there are deeper forces at play. You are resisting the force you really are. Okay. All right, so yeah, people don't like it when you resist your magic, okay? People don't like it when you don't share. You know, people don't like it when you keep to yourself. You know, they want you to be you. And there's a lot of people who are intrigued by you and they want to know more, okay? So they don't like it when you kind of resist. Let's just put it that way, okay? They don't like it when you resist. They want to know everything about you. Kind of like this girl right here. You know, like the paparazzi. They always want to be all up in celebrities' business. And they want to see what they're doing, what they're wearing, you know, where they going, who are they dating. Like, there are people like that who just want to know more about you. And they don't like it when you kind of keep to yourself. And, you know, like what she's doing here. They don't like that. Okay, they just want to know everything about you at all times. Okay, okay. All right, so Spirit, with this deck, please let me know, what do people love about Pal 1? What do people love about our Pal 1 viewers? Says, universe, we're all just stardust, okay? So, people need to be reminded sometimes when they see you or when they interact with you. People need to be reminded that we're all just stardust, including yourself. Because people see you as very divine. They see you as something or someone outer worldly, okay? Like, you're just out of this world. Like you come from somewhere else. You're just so different. You're so unique. There's something about you. And a lot of people can't really put their finger on what it is that makes you so unique, so different. But they feel that you are, okay? And yeah, they do need to be reminded that, hey, she's no different from us. We're all just Starbucks. Sorry, did I say Starbucks? I'm so sorry. We're all just stardust. We're all pretty much the same. And so, you know, people just need to remember not to put you up on a pedestal, okay? Because I'm just getting the sense that, like I said, like I was saying about, you know, people are like paparazzi to your celebrity, right? People like treat you, or they respond to you as if you're some kind of celebrity. They want to know all your business, where you're going, what are you doing, what are you wearing, who are you dating, what are you eating. Like, they want to know everything about you. So they don't like it when you go back into your shell and you decide not to share anything. Like, they don't like that. They want you to just share everything, okay? Because they see you as something or someone outer worldly, and they want some of your essence, your stardust, your essence, okay? So yeah, people just need to be reminded that you're not much different from anyone else. You're just a human being just like anybody else, okay? You're not some kind of celebrity. Flower, it says be honest with yourself, okay? So ironically, we do have this card here that came out earlier. Okay, you tell it like it is, okay? You tell it like it is, okay? So you're very good at, I feel like you're very analytical and you're very intelligent, okay? Very much intelligent. But when it comes to, I feel, again, with this card here, be honest with yourself. People, like I said, they want to know everything about you, and they feel like sometimes you just keep things from them. You're good at analyzing other people. You're good at giving advice. You're good at pointing things out. Whatever. You're good at telling it like it is when it comes to other people, but you don't really share a lot about your own life or your own experiences. Okay, so they're saying that you're not being honest about yourself. Let's just put it that way. Not that you're lying, but it's just that, like I said, you kind of, sometimes you keep things to yourself, okay? Because you want to protect your peace, okay? Because like I said, you've been hurt before. I feel like, you know, people in the past that you've let get really close to you, they betrayed your trust. They told your secrets, they talked about you, they even lied on you. So I feel like you're very cautious about what you reveal to people about yourself, or what you tell people about yourself. Okay, that's what I feel. Please let us know. What else do people love about Pile 1? Please show us with these cards. What else do people love about Pile 1? Lavender, surround yourself with love, okay? So what I see from this card is that I feel like you don't have many friends. I feel like you just have a few friends, okay, that you keep very, very close. Maybe 2 or 3 friends that you keep very close to you. You don't have like a whole bunch of friends. And these 2 or 3 people, they could even be family members of yours, but they're people that you trust with everything. Like, you don't have a lot of people that you can trust, but you trust these few people here, okay? You trust them with everything, and they're the ones that you keep close to you. And yeah, sometimes you have your days where you just spend it inside, lounging, doing nothing, okay? Like I said, you may be a witch, because we see this woman, she's wearing like a witch cap, okay? And like I said, I just have to always say that although the word witch has a negative connotation these days, okay, a witch simply means a wise woman. Okay, a wise woman, she knows a lot, okay? People come to her for advice. People come to her for different ailments, okay? She's just a wise woman. She knows a lot, okay? And you leave people in awe with your knowledge and with your wisdom, okay? I feel like you're a nature lover, and like I said, I feel like you have at least one pet, okay? So yeah, you surround yourself with love, and that's what makes you safe. And you know, people love that about you, especially the people that are around you. They love that they can trust you. They definitely can trust you with their secrets. They can tell you anything, and vice versa. You can tell them anything, okay? And yeah, they can rely on you. I feel like you have at least one person who like, I'm sensing like a neighbor that just drops by anytime, right? And it's like your home is their home, right? And yeah, like this person has become like a friend. But yeah, so yeah, that's what people love about you. What's at the bottom of the deck? Mirror, treat your body like the palace it is. Here we have another woman dancing, listening to music. So again, you're definitely a music lover. You definitely love to dance and perhaps sing, okay? And you do it not just because you enjoy it, it's a passion for you, but you do it because it's good for your health, mental and physical, okay? So yes, you do treat your body like a palace, okay? You take care of your body, okay? And library, take control of your own narrative, okay? So I think you read a lot of books, okay? And I think that that's what aids in your wisdom, because like I said, witch actually means a wise woman. So I think that you read a lot of books, and that's where you gain a lot of your wisdom. All different types of books, not just one type. And we see her here, she's being controlled by like this, I don't know what you call that, ventriloquist or something, I'm not sure. But basically, you're not controlled, okay? You're not controlled, because you know they say knowledge is power, okay? Only the ignorant people will allow themselves to be controlled. You're not controlled at all, okay? And it's because you have so much wisdom, so much knowledge. You're powerful, okay? You walk to the beat of your own drums. You're not a mental slave, okay? You're not. And that's what people love about you. You're an individual, okay? Let's just get into the tarot here. Get some final thoughts from the tarot. to see what else people love about you. One moment, I'm just splitting the deck. Okay, all right, so Spirit, for final thoughts for Pal 1's reading, please show us with this tarot deck, what do people love about our Pal 1 viewers? What do people love? It says judgment. Okay, so yes, a lot of people love to watch your life. They love to watch you, okay, because judgment has a lot to do with being seen. Okay, what people see, and they judge off of what they see. So yeah, a lot of people watch you, they watch what you do, and they judge you, okay? But when the judgment card is in the upright, it's like it's all in your favor. People see you as a very upstanding person, okay? A lot of people want to be like you, okay? There's even a lot of people from your past who want to come back and apologize, okay? A lot of people from your past who perhaps betrayed you or did you wrong, a lot of people want to come back and they want to maybe apologize and they want to do right by you. That's what I get from that. But yeah, a lot of people, they think favorably of you, you know, they think highly of you and they love to see you. We've got the Magician in the reverse. So, you know, I feel like, okay, there's a few things that I'm getting from this. The Magician in the reverse is some of these people, or let's say all of these people, they don't like it when you keep your wisdom to yourself, your magic to yourself. They don't like it. And then another thing, when I talked about this card, I talked about people from your past who may have done you wrong. They want to come back and they want to apologize, things like that. I'm getting that. Like with the Magician card in the reverse, there are people who did you wrong in the past. They may have used magic to do it. And I just wanted to let you know, like some of you guys, gossiping and rumors are a form of baneful magic, okay? Because you are literally manipulating people's perception of someone. So yes, gossiping and spreading rumors, especially if they're untrue, is a form of baneful magic. So I feel like these people who have done that to you in the past, they're sorry because they see what a success you are today, and a lot of people want to be like you. I don't know if you guys can see this mermaid. She's like reaching up, okay, because it's like they want to touch you, they want to be like you, okay? You're like an inspiration to a lot of people, and I feel like these people from your past are seeing your success now and they're like, oh my god, I was wrong for what I did, okay? And then we got the Sun in the reverse. So yeah, people don't like it when you keep to yourself, okay? People don't like it when you keep your light to yourself. People don't like it when you hide out, when you stay inside. You know, they want to see a lot of you. They want to see more of you, okay? And also these same people from your past, they're ashamed to show themselves, okay? They're hiding out, okay? They're ashamed to show themselves because of what they did to you in the past. 10 of Pentacles, okay? So again, like I said, you're very good with finances, okay? You may have like a lot of money, and it's not like it's money that you earned and money that you've saved. Like it's money that you worked hard for and you have it, okay? Whether you know it or not. That's what people think. That's what people think, and people love that about you. And also you keep you're good with your family. You keep your family close, okay? If you're a male watching, you're a good father, you're a good man, okay? You're a powerful man. You have power to you. And yes, there are people from your past who did you wrong, okay? These people from your past, they want to come back and they want to like apologize or something like that, okay? I'm not going to go through all those cards because there's so many of them, but let's see if we can get at least one more thought from the tarot as to what people love about you, Pal 1. What do people love about Pal 1? Please let us know. All right, I'll take this. 5 of Swords. Exactly. Exactly. There are people in your past who did you wrong. People lied on you. They lied about you. People that you couldn't trust, okay? Fake people, okay? There were one thing in front of your face and to your back there were another thing, okay? These people are still hiding, okay? They're still hiding. These people tried to embarrass you. Yep. But it's like I feel like you don't get vindictive. Look, Three of Swords, yep. Three of Swords, yep. People conspired against you to try to break your heart, to try to hurt you, to lie on you. Definitely. And you just deal with that. You take all of that in stride, okay? Yep. Ruined your relationship. Wow. Wow. So yeah, you definitely have been hurt in the past, but you don't let that bother you, okay? You don't let that bother you at all. All right? So this is where I'm going to leave the reading for you, Pile 1. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope that it gave you some sense about what people love about you. If you like this reading, Pile 1, please let me know by giving the video a like. You can also comment and let me know what you liked about it. If you liked about it, sorry, if you, okay. Sorry about that. I hope to see you again, Pile 1, for my other readings. In the meantime, I wish you guys have a very blessed and beautiful day. And of course, Namaste. All right. Thank you so much for joining me, Pile 2. You have chosen the yellow monkey. Such a cutie. All right. So this will be your reading to find out what do people love about you. All right, thank you so much, Pile 2. Let's get right into it. I'm just gonna shuffle it this way this time. And one more. All right, so Spirit, help me to tap into Pile 2's energy, and please show us with these cards, what do people love about our Pile 2 viewers? What do people love about Pile 2? Could be strangers, could be family, friends, could be exes, but please show us, what do people love most about Pile 2 for those who are watching our Pile 2 viewers. Okay. Wow, okay. This one came out for Pile 1. All right, so definitely they love the fact that you are someone who takes action, okay? You're a very active person, and I'm hearing the phrase, you don't give a damn, okay? You don't give a damn. You're also very bold. I'm hearing the word entitled, and I know that that word has a bad rep in today's society, but I don't think that it means something bad in your case. Obviously not, if we're talking about things that people love about you. I think it more refers to the fact that you know your worth and you're very confident, and you don't minimize yourself or lower yourself for anyone, okay? So yeah, you're a very no holds bars type of person, and you take action. And another thing I was getting from that card, you defend others for sure. You speak up for other people. Connect with nature and rehabilitation, okay? So connecting with nature helps you to it helps you to heal. Oh my God, goal setting. Wow. Okay, very similar cards to Pile 1, I must say, okay? So goal setting, you are definitely someone who sets goals for themselves, and you do whatever it takes to accomplish those goals. It says be authentic, okay? So people love the fact that you are authentic. Like I said, you're bold, okay? And you don't give a damn what people think. and you don't wear masks. You're very authentic, okay? Okay, what else do people love about pile 2? What else do people love about pile 2? Wow, these are a lot. Okay, so I'm just gonna go through them. It says manifesting magic. Okay, so yeah, along with your goal setting and you're taking action, a lot of people think that you're good at manifesting. A lot of people think that you're, you know, a magical person, and you're very good at manifesting because you seem to get what you want, okay? Again, connect with nature comes out, okay? So, you are, I just feel like nature helps you to recharge. And like I said, it helps you to heal, okay? So you like to connect with nature, and people love that about you, okay? Jar of dreams, okay? So yes, you do have a jar of dreams. You do have big dreams. Okay, murky waters. Okay, so this lets me know that number one, you're a mystery to a lot of people. Okay, people want to know who you are, what you're doing, and also you're not perfect. Okay, you've been through some things in your life. Perhaps you've done some things in your life that you're not very proud of, but you have really evolved from those things, okay? And you know, people love that about you, that you have transcended and you've made a huge change in your life, a metamorphosis, metamorphosis. I'm so sorry, metamorphosis. Yes, okay. And yeah, you like you have like a mysterious past, okay? The journey. Wow, a lot of these cards came up in pile 1, I have to admit, okay? So maybe you should watch pile 1 too if you haven't done so already, okay? So yeah, the journey, people see that you're going places, okay? And you're having fun while doing so, okay? And then becoming nobody. So yeah, sometimes you do have your times where you like to be alone and you like to curl up in your own shell. Okay, perhaps you like to journal, perhaps you like to draw, sketch, perhaps you're into poetry, okay? And those things are therapeutic for you. So if you don't do those things, or if you haven't done those things, perhaps you should start, okay? But yeah, people love this about you, that you're you're very humble, first of all, very humble. You don't care about fame or making a name for yourself. You're more action oriented, okay? And yeah, you do sometimes curl up into a ball and you just kind of, you know, retreat. This one says Queen of Everything. Wow. So this is what I meant. Like, you know, you can do, okay, you're going places in life. You have a lot of admirers. You don't give a damn what people think. You're very bold, charismatic. You have powers of manifestation. Like, people see that you always get what you want. So people see you as the queen of everything, but yet here we have this becoming nobody card. So I do think that you're very humble. Like, you don't really care about the fame. You don't really care about the titles. Because like I said, you're very action oriented. Okay. This one says the ship has sailed. Okay. So yeah, that's what people love about you. People love that you're very action oriented. You stand up for people. You follow your goals. You seem to get whatever you want. You seem to be good at manifesting. You like to connect with nature. You have a mysterious past, okay? You do. You have a mysterious past. You have some things that you were not proud of in your past, but you have overcome those things. And you're going places in life. And people see all of these things, and yet, you know, you have this kind of charm about you where it's like you don't even care about all that stuff. You're very humble. Okay, very humble, like almost like think about a celebrity who is just very, very humble. Like they're not into the glitz, the glam, you know, just, you know, very down to earth, laid back, you know, normal, I guess you can say, you know. So that's what people love about you. Okay, let's get into this deck here. Okay. All right, so Spirit, please help me to tap into pile 2's energy now. And with these cards, please show us, what do people love about pile 2? Okay, we have long Bubby Susie, shame, okay? Bubby is a Caribbean term meaning breasts, okay? So I think that you have your natural breasts, and some people may consider them to be long. Some people may have even tried to shame you for them, but you're not ashamed. You're not ashamed of who you are. You're not ashamed of what you look like. You're actually very proud, okay? You may be from Caribbean descent, and you may participate in the carnivals, like you might wear like a costume like that, and maybe that's how people see that you have a long bubby. But again, you wear it with pride, okay? You are not ashamed of yourself, and people love that about you, okay? Because you live in your truth. You're highly authentic. You're not ashamed of yourself. Once again, we have Jumbie, masks. Okay, so again, I think that this is saying that you don't wear masks, okay? You're not afraid to be yourself. You're not afraid to be your authentic self, no matter what situation you are in, okay? Maybe in the past, there were times where you did have to wear masks to fit in or to hide certain things, to hide yourself, whatever. But I think that, that what people love about you is that you don't wear masks. And also what I see here is that you can kind of fit into any environment. You know how to adapt. Yeah, that's the word. You know how to adapt to many different environments, okay? And you still like to be a mystery to people. Some people still do think that you're mysterious, okay? And then Asasaya, joy. So this is something I was going to say when I saw this card with the long Bubby Susie. I was thinking that, you know, maybe you have a child, you know, because a lot of times when you have a child, and especially if you've breastfed, sometimes that is what happens. We see a mother here breastfeeding her child, okay? So yeah, you are a mother. I believe so, okay? And you're a good mother, okay? You've made sacrifices for your child. For instance, your body, okay? Perhaps you have sacrificed your body to have this child, to be a loving mother, but you have no regrets over that. You embrace it, okay? Your child is like your life. Your child has brought you great joy, and you're just a really good mother. You don't complain. I believe that you're a single mother, okay? But if that's the case, that's all the more power to you, okay? People admire that about you, and they think that you're doing a really good job, and you and your child have a bright future ahead of you, for sure, okay? And bottom of the deck, Marie Laveau, good juju. Again, we have this magical thing here, okay? So yes, you may practice magic, okay? But if you do, people love the fact that you do practice good juju, because like I said, it's not magic that's evil, okay? It's the intention behind it, or the people that use it. What are their intentions? So whatever magic you practice, You practice good juju and people love that about you, okay? One more. Okay. All right, so Spirit, with these cards, please show us, what else do people love about our PAL 2 viewers? What else do people love about our PAL 2 viewers? Okay, this one, it says feast. Slow down and celebrate yourself, okay? So people think that you're deserving of some praise. People think that you do a lot for other people, okay? I see here perhaps you throw parties, or you've thrown parties for people and you've received little to no thanks, okay? You throw parties for people, but people don't throw parties for you, okay? Perhaps you've even given up your space to throw parties for other people, like maybe your son, for instance, or why did I say son? Oh my goodness. Your child, okay? Maybe you do have a son, but maybe you've thrown like a lot of parties and celebration in honor of your child, and you get little to no gratitude for the things that you do for others. So basically, this is saying, you know, slow down and celebrate yourself. People want to see you celebrate yourself, okay? And also what I'm seeing from this card is perhaps you need to start eating healthier, start eating more fruits, vegetables, if you haven't done so already. Or this could be saying that people like that about you. People like the fact that you eat a lot of fruits and vegetables, because that's what I see her doing. She's sitting there, she's eating strawberries, she has bowls of fruits around her, okay? So maybe you do like to eat fruit, maybe you do take care of your body. But yeah, it says slow down and celebrate yourself. So people want to see you celebrate yourself more. Again, another card about magic. So maybe you are a witch. Her shirt literally says basic witch. Okay, so maybe you are a witch, and it says remember to practice what? Self-love. So again, maybe your magic that you do is often for other people. Maybe you give people advice, maybe you do a lot of healing for other people, but you rarely do anything for yourself. So people want to see you do more for yourself, okay? What else do people love about PAL 2? All right, I'll take these. Evil Queen, you deserve sugar, not salt. So what this is saying is that, so I'm getting two things. I'm getting that definitely there's been someone who did you wrong in the past. Definitely someone did you wrong in the past. Someone who was supposed to be your friend. Someone who was like, you know, was around you, and they were supposed to be either your friend or your family, but this person turned out to be evil, okay? This could have been someone who, this is someone who was close to you, okay? Someone who was close to you. So yeah, this person did you wrong, okay? And what I'm thinking is that this person, they tried to tarnish your reputation. They did. So I'm thinking that you belong to a community, PAL 2. Okay, so if you were involved in like magic, you may have belonged to like a coven of witches or something. And I believe it was one of those witches who went against you and started to work baneful magic on you and started to spread rumors about you, trying to ruin your reputation. Okay, and what happened was it didn't work. Okay, whatever they tried to do, it only worked partially. It didn't work fully. Okay, it did work partially, but now there are people on your side who are seeing who you are, because this person, they tried to convince other people that you're an evil witch. Okay? They try to convince other people that you're an evil witch and that you do black magic and so on and so forth. But these people didn't believe them. These people see for themselves that you're not that way. Okay? So these people who have seen what you've gone through with this other person, they say you deserve sugar, not salt. They're saying you deserve better, okay? Because you're not like her. She tried to make you out to seem like you're like her, but no, you're not like her. I see the big difference between you guys, okay? Yeah, somebody tried to like really ruin your reputation here. And this is someone who's also involved in magic as well, just like you. So she tried to, this woman tried to like, just confuse people and make people think that you're the evil one, okay? She tried to do like kind of like a destiny swap or identity theft or something like that. But there are people who see the difference between you and this other woman, and they're like, you deserve much better. You deserve better than what you've been getting, okay? This one says, escapist, come home to yourself, okay? So basically, with this card, definitely you do need to take a break, okay? Definitely you do need to take a break. And it says, come home to yourself. So it's something about rediscovering your roots. I'm thinking here that there are people who want to see you, okay? Perhaps you've moved away from your hometown, and perhaps there are people that you haven't seen in years or months. Those people miss you, okay? And they want you to come home and kind of like, you know, rediscover your roots, okay? And this will be a good thing to do, especially if you're really stressed out right now. You know, because this thing here that you've suffered from this evil woman here, this could be recent. This could be something recent that just recently happened that you're still recovering from. So if that's the case, then yeah, it would be some good advice for you to, you know, go back home and rediscover your roots, your past, you know. Sleep in your old room, read some of your old books, your old journals, etc. Okay? But yeah, people miss you. And then it says raindrops. Take a chance on them. Okay? So yeah, these two cards together, I'm getting like there's like a childhood friend or someone misses you. Someone hasn't seen you in a while and they miss you. This is someone that you possibly used to live with. Okay, and I feel that this is someone that appreciated your support. Okay, you used to help support this person, and this person really appreciated you, and this person looked up to you. But something happened, like I said, maybe you moved away. Okay, maybe you moved away. But yeah, this person misses you. Okay, they shed a lot of tears for you. This person cries for you. And they want you to come home, okay? They want you to come home, wherever that is for you or them. They want you to come home. This person misses you, and they miss your friendship. They miss your support. And again, treat your body like the palace it is, okay? So yeah, I feel like you know, people are rooting for you. You have a lot of people rooting for your success. Whatever you do, you know, people are rooting for you, okay? So let's get some word from the tarot and see what else we can get here for you, Powell. 2. Perhaps it's an old roommate, okay? Perhaps it's an old roommate that misses you, okay? And for some of you guys watching here, This old roommate could have been this person here. She could have been this evil queen who, you know, did something horrible to you, and now she's feeling regret and remorse over it. Okay, take it how it resonates, please. Okay, but yeah, there's a lot of tears. This person misses you a great deal. And this is someone who looked up to you a lot. Maybe she didn't get to tell you how much she looked up to you and how much she valued you, you know? Because I feel like you do a lot for other people. And you definitely did a lot for her. Okay? Alright, so Spirit, with these cards, please show us, what else do people love about Pile 2? What else do people love about Pile 2? What do people love about Pile 2? Okay, so we've got 9 of Pentacles, okay? So again, here's another card of reading a book. So perhaps you like to read. You like your solitude, okay? You like your solitude. You like to read. Here she has a witch cap and a broom. So yes, perhaps you are into spell work and magic. And you know, I always have to say, it doesn't mean that it's a bad thing, okay? There's a difference between an evil witch, as we see here, and a good witch, although they may look the same on the outside, okay, because sugar and salt look the same until you taste it, okay? So yeah, you're not an evil witch for sure, because obviously, why would people be loving that about you, okay? So you do love your time of solitude. I feel like you like to read. You're very intelligent. I feel like you're very stable. You're very abundant. You're a peaceful person. You're definitely a peaceful person for sure. And you're humble, etc. Okay? Page of Swords in the reverse. You don't like drama. You mind your own business. Definitely you mind your own business. You don't get involved in drama. And with the Page of Swords in the reverse, I see that like, you don't lie on people, but I feel like people have told lies about you, especially someone in particular. Someone in particular was all up in your business, being nosy, telling lies about you, trying to start drama in your life, and you're just not really about that at all, okay? We got an Emperor here, okay? Okay, so basically, you're in a position of power, but I do see here that there's this Emperor here. So all of this drama, this controversy here that this person caused, it could have been over some kind of Emperor. Maybe there was an Emperor or a powerful man, a man of power. Okay? Maybe this man had his eye on you and was interested in you, and somebody got jealous of that and wanted to sabotage that. Okay? And then Ace of Wands. So yeah, there's an Emperor here that wants, yeah, this Emperor is very impressed by you. Very impressed by you. Very in awe by you. Okay? Yes. Okay. All right. So please take it how it resonates. But this Emperor, if he hasn't done so already, this is someone who wants to serenade you, so to speak. Like, let's say you have a balcony. Okay, maybe you have a balcony on the 3rd floor, on the 5th floor. Who knows? It's not that high up. But maybe you have a balcony or a window that you look down from. This person, this Emperor here, I feel like this person wants to come to your balcony or to your window, and they want to call out to you, and they want to sing you a song, okay? They're very, very impressed by you and very attracted to you, this Emperor here, okay? This Emperor here sees, like, they're just very attracted to you. And I just feel like they want to let you know. In a very creative way, they want to let you know how they feel. Okay, very passionate. Ooh, the Hierophant. The Hierophant, the Hierophant. This person is smitten by you, this Emperor. Okay? They definitely want to take the relationship to another level. Even though it may not have even started out yet. This Emperor could be just a crush. Okay? But yeah, they want to take it all the way. They're very serious. Okay? They're serious about you. This Emperor here. Yep, they want you all to themselves. Very jealous, very possessive. Yep, very attracted to you. Alright? So yeah, there's an Emperor here who has their eyes on you. Okay? And he could be the reason why there's so many. Well, I wouldn't say so many. There's at least one. There's at least one person here who is starting drama with you. Okay? Definitely. Starting drama with you. A nosy person. Jealous. And it's all because of this Emperor here. He could be a man who has money. He could own his own business. But he's in a position of power. Okay? I feel he's someone who has money. Okay? But he's nurturing. He's caring. He may be a father. Okay? Even if he's a pet dad. But yeah, he may be a father to pets. And if he is a father to pets, it's like he's a pet dad. Like he takes that seriously. But yeah, he has his eyes on you and he wants you, okay? He wants a passionate new beginning. He wants to show you. He's trying to come up with creative ways to show you how he feels, whether it be by song, poem, music, art. He wants to show you a creative way. And of course, with the Hierophant here, he's serious. He wants to take it to another level, okay? So yeah, that's what people love about you, pal 2. You're beautiful. You mind your own business. You do a lot for other people. You're into magic and your magic seems to work. But it seems like you do your magic to help other people rather than helping yourself. And you celebrate others and you rarely get celebrated yourself. You know, so people love that about you. You're just a selfless individual and you do a lot for other people and you're very humble. You don't look for praises, but a lot of people love you. Okay? Alright, so I'm going to leave the reading here for you, pal 2. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did enjoy this video, please don't forget to give it a like. And please also comment if you want to let me know what you liked about it, if you liked it, okay? And if you haven't subscribed to my channel already, please do so, as I would love to see you back here to join me for more of my upcoming readings, okay? So I hope to see you again, pal 2. In the meantime, have yourselves a very blessed and beautiful day. And of course, Namaste. All right, thank you so much for joining me, pal 3. You have chosen the orange turtle. So this will be your reading. Okay. And remember, we're trying to find out what do people love about you. So let's see what the first oracle cards say. Okay. Okay. All right, so Spirit, with these cards, please help me to tap into pal 3's energy. And please let us know, what do people love about pal 3? For those who are watching pal 3, what do people love about pal 3? All right, so it says boss up, okay? So when it comes to what do people love about you, it seems that you have a very, I don't want to say bossy personality, but you take charge, okay? You're a natural born leader, okay? You may have your own business or businesses. You may be an entrepreneur. But either way, people love that about you. You're like a take charge type of person. You're a leader. You may be an entrepreneur. You know, I'm getting Leo vibes from this card. Okay, so you may be a Leo watching this. The journey, okay? You're free-spirited, okay? I feel like you like to go on trips, okay? Even road trips sometimes. And obviously, you're going places, okay? With this card here, all right? So people love that about you. Becoming nobody, okay? So again, because we've seen this card in another pile previous to this one, although you're an extrovert, you do have your moments where you're an introvert. You do have your moments where you like to go within, and people like that about you as well, you know. People like your calmer days, okay? When you're just kind of in the house and, you know, maybe you're journaling, you know, people like that about you as well, okay? Jar of dreams. So yeah, you have a whole jar of dreams that you love to share with others, and you also love to work at accomplishing those dreams as well. It's like you have some sort of like magical energy towards you, or that's what people think at least. And that magical energy allows you to accomplish your dreams, your goals. Like you make things happen. I feel like you're a very creative person. I feel like you make things, okay? You make things, like maybe you do arts and crafts, all right? So I do think that you make things. Maybe you make candles, for instance, and you like to share them with others. Murky waters. So you are, you're not afraid to get yourself dirty. You're not prissy, or you're not overly prissy. You know, you can get in the dirt, so to speak. You can get yourself dirty. And some people find you to be mysterious, okay? And also with the murky waters, you know, you've grown. You've grown and you've evolved. Okay, I feel like you may have come from like, let's just say you've had some trauma in your life, some negative experiences that you've had to grow from, and you certainly have. Okay, so that's what people love about you. They find that to be very relatable about you. And connect with nature. It's so funny that a lot of these cards came out in all three piles, and you guys saw me shuffle, and you guys saw me, you know, separate the decks, and yet they're coming out for all three piles, okay? So maybe I have all the same viewers for each pile, okay? But it is what it is, all right? So what people love about you is that you like to connect with nature, that you're also very down to earth, okay? Even though you are trendy, you are a leader, you know, you like nice things, you're a boss, you walk to the beat of your own drums, etc., you still have a very down-to-earth side of you that people can relate with. Okay, so you're very down to earth. You like to go into nature. Maybe you like to go camping, okay? People love that about you. They find it to be very relatable, okay? And again, I mentioned this. manifesting magic, okay? It's like you have like a very magical quality about you where it's like you make things happen, okay? You definitely make things happen for yourself and for others as well, okay? Yep, queen of everything, all right? Let's get into the other oracle deck. Okay. I'm gonna shuffle it this way. And we're gonna do it this way as well. And one more. All right. All right, so Spirit, please help me to tap into Pile 3's energy. Please show us with these cards, what do people love about our Pile 3 viewers? What do people love about Pile 3? Queen Nefertiti, alchemy, okay? So what people love about you is that you're able to turn a negative into a positive for yourself. And that's what I get from this Murky Waters card, okay? It's like you're able to come out of a bad situation and you're able to come out of it a better person. Okay, I feel like you've done that many times in your life. You're able to turn negative things around and make them positive for yourself, okay? People love that about you, okay? It's like you have some kind of magic over you, you know, like I said, magic power or something. But you definitely are able to alchemize energies, okay? We have Gang Sarah, resistance, okay? So with this card, what I'm getting is that you basically, you're, I guess you can say an immigrant. I feel a lot of you in Pile 3, like you've come from a different country, for instance, and you're able to, what's that word? Assimilate. You've assimilated to your new habitat, okay? And again, you have like a magical power about you. And you're able to resist. You have strong willpower. Yeah, you have strong willpower. You're able to resist negative energies. You have strong willpower. And you're able to block people out. You're able to block negative people and things out of your life. Okay. Bottom of the deck, Mama Jumbo, shine. Okay, and then grounding. Okay. Is there anything else? Secrets revealed. Yes. So I was going to say from this card here with the resistance card is like oftentimes you don't let people in because of what you've been through in your life. Okay. Like I said, with this card here, you've been through some hard things in your life and you protect yourself, okay? You kind of, you don't let everyone in. Like basically your life is on a need-to-know basis. You don't let everyone know what's constantly going on in your life, okay? And with this one here, you know how, you see how it wanted to come out reverse, okay? Because people want you to reveal secrets to them about your life. They want to know everything. Okay, there are some nosy people around you that want to know everything. But at the same time, they're like, it's okay. It's okay that you keep things secret sometimes. It's okay that you're a little bit mysterious. That's the allure. That's the allure to you, is that you keep things mysterious. I mean, you see how she has like something over her face, like she's covering parts of her face. So they like that about you. They like that you have that allure about you, that you don't reveal everything about yourself. It's on a need to know basis, okay? So you can kind of get defensive to people you don't like, or to strangers, right? And you know, people that you know, your friends, your family, etc., they love that about you. They love that you don't always reveal everything. And that could be towards your clothing as well too. Maybe you don't wear that many revealing clothing. Maybe your clothing is not that revealing, even though you may have a beautiful body, you know. But yeah, people definitely want to know more about you, but it's okay if you don't share. Okay, it's okay. There's people who still love that mysterious side to you. We've got storms, exactly. So yes, with this storms card coming out, you can be defensive, you can be aggressive, you know, you're not a doormat, okay? You're not, I was gonna say subsidiary or submissive. I mean, you do have your days where you're submissive, okay? But you are definitely a leader. You're an alpha, okay? You're an alpha. And you don't take mess from no one. And people love that about you. People love your strength, okay? And yeah, you can definitely get defensive, and you will definitely fight back if somebody causes things with you. And sacred lust. Okay, so I feel like with this card, there are a lot of people from the opposite sex that are attracted to you. Okay, feel like there are a lot of people that are attracted to you and your body. Okay, and yeah, that's what I get from that. Let's look into the other oracle deck. So please show us with these cards, Spirit, what do people love about pile 3? What do people love about our pile 3 viewers? What do people love about pile 3? People love about our pile 3 viewers. Okay. Once again, this card came out. Universe, we're all just stardust. Okay, so when people look at you or when people get to know you, they have a sense that you're a higher being. There's something about you that gives them the impression that you're a higher being, like you're out of this world, okay? You could be incredibly intelligent. You could be, there's something about you that really stands out as different, okay? And a lot of people see that as something better. There's something better about you than with the average person, okay? And people don't know what it is. They can't put their finger on it, but they think that you're out of this world, okay? Like maybe you're extraterrestrial. And the funny thing is, with the Nefertiti card, it's the funny thing that came out is that a lot of people would say that Nefertiti, Queen Nefertiti, was half extraterrestrial. because she had an elongated skull, naturally elongated, okay? There were cultures, ancient cultures, who used to do the skull binding because at one time that was seen as a sign of beauty, having an elongated skull. But it came from people like this. There were people who were actually born naturally with an elongated skull and other traits that were seen to be not human. They were seen to be extraterrestrial, okay? So I feel like that applies to you, Pal 3. Maybe you have certain features about yourself. They don't always have to be physical features. Maybe you do have some physical features that stand out, that are unique, that have people thinking, oh, well, she's different. She's not of this world. Or he or she. I'm so sorry for always saying she sometimes in my readings. But yes, this could apply to a male too who may be watching, okay? But maybe you have certain traits, certain characteristics about your personality as well that leads people to believe that you're not of this world, okay? So like I said, you could have strong intelligence, okay? Because, you know, oftentimes if you have an elongated skull, you have a bigger brain, which means you have higher brain capacity, which means you may be super duper intelligent, okay? Something like that. Maybe you have like a unique sense of style. Maybe you are able to foretell things long into the future, and people are like, how do they do that? You know, but there's something about you, Pal 3, where people think you're just out of this world. You're like an extraterrestrial who came to visit us here on Earth. And, you know, people need to remind themselves that we're all just stardust, including you, Pal 3. Because yes, there's something that is different about you, and they think that it's out of this world, okay? And that's not in a bad way, of course. It's not, because remember, we're talking about what people love about you, okay? And this one says, Mural, be your own first priority, okay? So when I see this card, again, what I'm thinking is that you're very selfless, okay? You do a lot of things for other people, more than you do for yourself, okay? You do a lot of things for a lot of other people, and people see this and they think, oh, you know, it's time for you to start being your own first priority. You've done so many things for other people. You've helped other people. You've healed other people. Even when your own castle may be burning, you focus on bringing flowers into the life of others, beauty, etc. You know, I'm thinking you could be a designer, Pal 3. You could be into art and designing, okay? Maybe even interior designing. Maybe you paint murals, etc. But you do for others more than you do for yourself. And people love that about you, although they do think, you know, it's time for you to be your first priority for once, okay? Because people know your life isn't perfect, and so, you know, they know that it's time for you to invest in yourself and not just in other people. So yeah, you do for others more than you do for yourself, even when your life is sometimes in complete chaos. You still focus on others. Like for instance, let's say you're like sick, you're like really sick, you have a high fever, you're not doing well, you know, you would still call up someone else and inquire as to how they're doing. Oh, do you need anything? Do you blah 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 blah? Even though you're sick in bed and you should be resting, you try to do for others, you know? So very much people see that you put others first, and they love that about you, okay? Even though you're advanced, you're highly advanced, there's something that's really advanced about you, but yet it's like you humble yourself to bow to others, to do for others. And people see that as an amazing trait about you. Okay, very Christ-like. Okay, a very Christ-like quality, to be so advanced, but yet you humble yourself to others. Okay? Bottom of the deck, it says wings. You never needed those wings to fly. Okay? So I feel like there are people in your life who have tried to take credit for who you are or who you've become. There are people in your life, people who you've tried to or people who you used to associate with, maybe an old group of friends. And I feel like there are people who try to take credit for where you are right now. And sorry about that. Yes, okay, so there are people who try to take credit for where you are right now, but your true friends are like, you know what? No, she never needed, he or she, I'm sorry. Pile 3 never needed those people to fly. Pile 3 would have gotten to where they are without those people. Okay? So yeah, there are people from your past who try to take credit. It could be a toxic parent or toxic parents. It could be toxic friends, toxic family members. But these people are trying to take credit for where you are in your life right now. It says you can manifest your every wish. Definitely. All right. So again, this is why you never needed those people. It's because you had the power all along. Okay, within yourself. And maybe there was a point in your life where you felt dependent on those people. There was a point in your life where you felt dependent. Maybe there was a point in your life, I'm thinking maybe back in school, maybe back in high school, where you had a group of friends, and those friends, unbeknownst to you, used to talk behind your back. And they used to try to clown you sometimes, you know, try to embarrass you, you know, and they used to try to make you out to seem like a follower. They used to make you out to seem like you were following them and that you needed them. Sometimes they used to leave you to be alone sometimes. And you felt very insecure being alone. Because like I said, didn't I say that you were an immigrant? You know, with this card? Because the story of Gang Sarah is that she flew from Africa to the Caribbean to try to save her family who had become enslaved. So I feel like you flew from one country to another country, okay? And you grew up in that other country that wasn't native to your own. And it was hard for you to gain friends, okay? You very much needed friendship at that time. You were young. And of course, friendship is important to everyone, right? So you found a group of people who you thought were your friends, okay? But these group of people, they were not sincere. They were not 100% real and loyal. Okay, so you thought they were real. To your face, they would be all, yeah, we're friends, da 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 da. But behind your back, they were, oh, we don't really like them. We don't really like Pal 3. Pal 3 is such a follower. Oh, Pal 3 smells. Pal 3 eats, you know, weird food. Da, da, da. Like they used to talk behind your back, make fun of you behind your back, try to embarrass you behind your back, etc. But what happened is somewhere along the line, you separated yourself from these people, and you truly became a star in your own right. You became your own person. Okay, you became perhaps your own boss. Okay, you just went on your own. And I believe that you just bossed up. You just became a star. Okay? And I feel that these same people, you know, they see how far you've come. They see how much you're shining, how much of a boss you are. And those same people are trying to take credit for your success. They're trying to say, oh, you know, Pal 3 wouldn't have been there if it wasn't for us. Pal 3 wouldn't have known about that if it wasn't for us. They're trying to take credit. But your real friends, your real fans, they know that you didn't need those people because the power was within you all along. Okay? Yeah, confidence, it comes with time and practice. So yes, at first when you were relying on these people, you didn't have confidence in yourself because you were young. You didn't know any better. When you're young and impressionable, you just don't have the confidence that you have, you know? You just don't. So when you're young, you are dependent on people, you rely on people, you kind of seek companionship, and you seek like you want to fit in. Let's just put it that way. You want to fit in. And this is how you were when you were young. You were scared, you know, especially moving to a new place, you know, and you found some people that you thought were your friends, but they turned out not being your friends. And you found out that these people were not your friends, and you departed from them, and you became your own person. You became a success. Okay? Because whatever wings they were giving you, those were fake wings. They were not real. Okay? You were not flying with these people, but now you're flying on your own. Because of the magic that was in you all along. Okay? And these people are trying to take credit for it, whoever they are. Okay? But your real friends, your real fans, your real family, they know, nah, it's not the people that from the past. It's not those people that they used to hang around with. It's actually Pal 3 themselves that has the magic, that has the wings to cause the success in their life. Okay? All right, so let's get into some tarot here. Let's get into some tarot. I like to separate my cards rather than shuffling them, because sometimes when you shuffle the cards, they end up dented, and I really don't like to work with dented cards. I just don't. I see a lot of readers that do, but I like my cards to be flat and look like they've never been used. Okay. All right. So Spirit, with these cards, please show us, what do people love about pile 2? So with this card coming out in the reverse, this is the High Priestess. So with this card coming out in the reverse, I see that it's like what people love about you is that, yeah, remember this card came out, Secrets Revealed, okay? So yeah, I do feel that you do share secrets sometimes, like you... Okay. Like I said, you may have psychic powers, okay? You may have the power to foretell things, like way into the future. You have some kind of power to you, and a lot of people want to know, like, how do you do that? How do you do this? How do you do that? And I feel like you have no problems sharing your method of how you do things with others. People love that about you. Like, for instance, I'm getting... Okay. Remember, years ago, I can't even remember how long ago, it could be like two decades ago, maybe. Remember when everyone started, like, okay, the thing that made Kim Kardashian really, really big is not just her sex tape, okay? Her sex tape put her on the map, okay? It made her big to her male fans, okay? But the thing that made her big towards her female fans was that she revealed her makeup secrets. Remember? Remember, she went on like this whole tour with makeup artists, and she was revealing the secrets, okay? She's the one who really brought makeup tips such as contouring and things like that to the forefront. A lot of celebrities used to do those things for years, but she was basically the first one who showed people how she really did it. She brought makeup artists along to show people how to contour, how to, you know, how to do different tips, different secrets with makeup, you know, and even not just with makeup. She even has her Skims line out as well to show people, you know, her secrets when it comes to shapewear. That it's not all surgery and it's not all natural. You can do things to make your body look better with what you wear underneath your clothing. Okay? So that's really the thing that made her sort of a household name. It's the thing that gained her the most respect, is the fact that she revealed those secrets that were hidden in Hollywood for years. A lot of people were doing those things, and only the insiders would know what those things were. But Kim Kardashian really brought it to the forefront by revealing. So basically, I'm saying it's kind of like the same thing with you, Pal 3. It's like you reveal certain secrets, okay? And people love that about you. You reveal certain secrets. And yeah, people love that about you. I feel for Pal 3, maybe you have like a TikTok channel or something like that. Because I've learned a lot of things from people's TikToks. You know, a lot of hacks. Yeah. I've learned like a lot of hacks from different TikToks. So I feel like maybe you're one of those people who you have like a TikTok channel and you reveal like a lot of hacks, a lot of secrets, and people love that about you. They're like, wow, she's a genius. So I'm so sorry for keep saying she. Okay, maybe you are a she. I feel like the great majority of you are females watching, but you could be males too. If you are a male, I sincerely apologize for keep on referring to you as a female, okay? But yeah, I feel like maybe you have a TikTok channel or something on social media where you reveal a lot of secrets or a lot of hacks to the public, okay? And people love that for you, okay? Or people love that about you. Yeah, three of Pentacles. Yeah, you do work with others, okay? You definitely work with others, work for others. And 10 of Cups, you may be in a very stable relationship right now that's working out. Maybe that's what you share. Maybe you share tips, you know, like marriage tips about, you know, maybe you share tips about relationship to others. Strength. Okay, people love the fact that you're very strong, okay? As I said, okay, with the Murky Waters card, it seems like you've been through a lot, okay? You know, even with this card here, you've been through a lot with other people, okay? But yeah, people love your strength and the fact that you're able to overcome, okay? And you have a lot of self-control, even though you are as fierce as a lion, okay? 5 of Wands, yeah, you do have a lot of people that compete with you, okay? Remember your group of friends from the past? Yes. I feel like you do have people that compete with you, that argue with you, that try to bring you down, okay? But you're very strong. You don't necessarily get on their level, okay? Knight of Wands, you accomplish your goals. As we've mentioned in the past, you definitely accomplish your goals. And you're very, you're active, and you're ambitious. Yes, you're very ambitious. You go after your goals. You accomplish your goals. And I feel you're very attractive, okay? Very attractive physically and not physically. Okay, you're very attractive. I feel like you work out And yeah, perhaps you do wear makeup, okay, because there's a reason why I mentioned that Kim Kardashian thing, okay. Maybe you do work out, maybe you do wear makeup, but you do have attractive traits about you. You're a leader, you're a go-getter, you know, etc. Seven of Wands in the reverse, okay. Some people think that you may be weak, okay, because like I said, with these people that are coming up against you, that try to compete with you, try to bring you down, you don't always fight back. You don't always fight back. And there are people who would love to see you get up and start fighting back, because they know you have it in you, okay. They know you have it in you to just really end all these haters that are trying to compete with you, but you don't. And there are some people who really love that about you. They love the fact that you just let them be, kind of like a Beyonce energy, okay? You rarely see Beyonce reply to anyone that says anything about her, okay? I mean, Kanye, aka Kanye, just came out the other day and called her children the R word. You know, the E-tard, okay? With the R in front. Called her two youngest children that word. And she didn't say anything about them, because that's the grace about her, okay? And that's someone who believes in a higher power. Definitely. That's someone who believes in a higher power. So they're like, you know what? I'll let God take care of that, or whatever you call your higher power, because they know that they're blessed and they don't need to reply to every little thing that people does to them. So it shows like a sense of power, grace, strength, being the higher person or being the bigger person, etc. Okay, so people do love that about you, that you don't always get up and respond to every little thing. You're the Queen of Cups, okay? You have that energy about you, where you're just loving, nurturing, forgiving. You're a very forgiving person, okay? You have a sense of unconditional love. So for instance, these people from the past, you know, who you thought were your friends, who still to this day compete with you and try to bring you down, etc., try to take credit for your success, you have a sense of, you know what, I don't hate them, okay? They are who they are, but I have no hatred in my heart towards them. And that's why you don't fight back. You don't necessarily get up and stoop to their level and fight back, because you're bigger than that, okay? You have love in your heart, okay? And you're a very intuitive person, okay? Eight of Cups in the reverse, okay? These people that compete with you, and, you know, these people from the past that try to take credit for your success, these people want you back. These people, low-key, they miss you, okay? These people miss the fact that you walked away from them and you became a success without them. So these people, they low-key, they want you back. They miss you, those people, okay? Whoever they are. It could be 5 to 8 people, but they do miss you, okay? Low-key. And I feel perhaps you know that. Sometimes I feel maybe you miss them too, okay? Three of Swords. Yes. These people broke your heart, or they hurt you, okay? That's why you had to separate yourself from them. They may have betrayed you in the worst way, okay? They may have betrayed you in the worst way. For instance, maybe a friend of yours, a so-called friend of yours, may have slept with someone that you used to go out with. Okay, so that to me is the ultimate betrayal. Or talking behind your back, things like that. But they betrayed you, and that's why you separated yourself from them, okay? They really hurt you, and yeah, that's why you separated yourself. And Nine of Cups in the reverse, okay? Definitely these people are not happy. These people are not happy with what they did. I feel like these people are feeling remorse for what they did to you, okay? Even though, you know, on the surface, they're like this. On the surface, they're arguing, they're fighting, they're arguing amongst themselves, actually. They're arguing and fighting amongst themselves, because there are some people who are feeling remorse. There are some people who want your forgiveness, okay? There are some people who are like, all right, you know what? let's throw in the towel. Okay, I don't want to keep fighting with pile 3 anymore. Okay, it's time. It's been years. I just want to end it. And then there's other people like, no, no. You know, so yeah, they're fighting amongst themselves, but low-key, these people miss you. These people are unhappy without you. They want you to go back to them. Yep, you're not talking to them. You're not talking to these people. You don't communicate with them, right? Because you're healing yourself. You have healed, you have moved on, but these people still want to be in your life, etc., etc., etc. So yeah, these people, there are people who still want to take credit for your success. There are people who regret you walking away from them. They still want to be in your life, but at the same time, they put up a front. They argue with you, they compete with you, they try to bring you down. Like for instance, when I mentioned earlier that you may have a TikTok channel, or you may have some kind of social media platform where people follow you and you share a lot of secrets, you reveal a lot of hacks. I feel like you have people from your past who are doing the same thing. Like they have their own social media platforms where they try to do the same things. And on those channels, they try to call you out. They try to say that you copy them. But your real fans know that it's not true. Okay? They try to say that you took their idea or something like that, but your real friends and fans know that's not true. It's actually the other way around, okay? And you don't reply to those people. You don't fight back. You have love in your heart for them. Not that kind of love, but you kind of have, because remember you came up as the Queen of Cups. So you have like, yeah, justice. Justice is yours, okay? But yeah, those people, they miss you, okay? Yep. 5 of Swords in the reverse. Yep. There are people who are like, okay, enough of this. Like, I don't want to keep fighting with pile 3 anymore. I don't want to keep competing. I don't want to be on this hate campaign, or this what's the word? Something campaign. Okay. Anyways, I don't want to continue on this campaign for too long of trying to bring down pile 3. Some people just want to end it, okay? But there's like a ringleader that wants it to keep going, okay? All right, so pile 3, I'm going to leave the reading here for you. I hope you enjoyed this reading about what do people love about you. If you did enjoy this reading, please give the video a like. You can also comment to let me know what you liked about it as well. If you have any suggestions for a topic, please leave them in the comments as well. I will not call you out when I do the reading. I will not share your identity, unless you want me to, of course. But thank you so much for joining me in this reading, pile 3. I hope to see you again for my next upcoming readings that I post. So in order to do that, you have to make sure that you have subscribed to my channel, and also make sure that you have the bell notification set to all, so that you will be notified the next time I post a reading. That way you won't miss it, okay? So I hope to see you again, pile 3. Until I see you again, have yourselves a very blessed and beautiful day, and namaste.